Hey folks, Quill18 here, and welcome to another episode of Let's Play Path of Exile. We are doing the Essence Challenge League. We've got our Summoner Witch here, lots of undead following us. We're mostly our primary source of damage is likely going to be our Summon Raging Spirit, when we eventually get the right support gems to do that. This would be a lot easier in like an established league. There are like different builds. Some builds work best in a brand new league because they work fine without like a ton of like, you need these very specific items to make it work just right, and you need to start the game with all these support gems as well, whereas others are very flexible and like, yeah, whatever, it might not be an end game like super powered build, but it's like, this is going to get you to like through the first couple of difficulties really fast, and you can use this to grab a bunch of loot to set yourself up for some other build later on. What I often do is I'll level one character until I find some super sweet item, like a rare. Oh, I'm being frozen here. That's unpleasant. Some super sweet rare, that like, or unique rather, I should say. That means like, oh, I'm gonna base an entire character around this item, which actually is, I think, why I started playing my Lightning Sorceress last time, because get a Spectre up, because I picked up a necklace that gave me plus 100% critical strike rate. I mean, doesn't mean I have a 100% chance to crit, but whatever my chance to crit is, it's twice as high as that with this amulet on, which is quite good. I mean, that's not exactly how the math works because of additive, multiplicative, anyway. But it, gives you a lot more chance to crit, although it did decrease the crit damage by, I think, 50%. So you critted more, but you didn't do quite as much damage with each crit. But the lightning one was quite cool because whenever you hit someone with a lightning spell, there's, I think, as a base, like something like a 20% chance to shock them. And a shocked enemy takes bonus damage, which is quite nice. So, you do more and more damage. Well, when you crit always applies shock. So if you have a crit-centric build, you're always shocking your enemies, which means they're always taking more damage. All right, I'm going to backtrack out of here. I'm going to go to the Imperial Garden. Hopefully this map is still awake. Yes, it is. And we are going to be looking for the hedge maze. Again, for two reasons. One, because we're looking for a plum, and two, there should be another trial of Ascendancy there for the Labyrinth, if I recall correctly. Unless I'm wrong, and I am never wrong. Oh, hello, Glassblower's Bauble. Improving the quality of a flask. Very rare. I like how it puts in the sound there and make sure you don't miss it. We got a 4-link deerskin gloves. Unfortunately, they are not the links that we particularly care about, so I think I will leave that be. And because it's an agility type item or dexterity type item, or I should say it's an evasion type item, I guess is the best way to say it, it's more likely to get green sockets than anything else. You could, with enough applications of the chromatic orbs, you could potentially get your way to like 4 blues or whatever combination you're looking for, but it would be a lot less likely. Although if you're looking for something that's I don't know, blue plus a couple of greens or something like that, then that works out fine. It's easy to roll, 1 or 2 blues while still having the others green, or maybe a blue and a red and a couple of green. At least I'm pretty sure that's the case. I might be lying to you. Who knows? Maybe I'm lying to you on purpose. Okay, the library is a total side zone, but let's go ahead and do it before I forget. There's an optional quest in here, and it's actually, if I recall correctly, you don't ever like get told about this quest in town. You just have to sort of run into the library, and you go through here and you'll find a ghost who will give you a side quest to go visit the archives. I love like the I don't know if you noticed, but there'll be a lot of these guys, these like big skeletons on display that decide to wake up. Yeah, like that. Feels like they're aggroing a lot sooner. Usually it feels like you have to walk up to them and you get to like properly see them before they trigger. So yeah, we'll go and do this, mostly for the sake of completeness. I don't remember what the quest reward is. Could be something awesome like a skill point. Could be, just a random item, but we're going to do with it. That's just flavor text. So here we're going to prep a few skulls. Trigger you. Oh, that's going to be a level 3 essence. That's going to be our second level 3 essence, actually. Because we just gotten one. And there we go. Hey, complete, and that is a rare silken garb that might be relevant to us. I can do some inventory Tetris. Well, let's just drop that. We can vend it, but who cares? Let's just take a look. It doesn't have all the links, but is it super awesome? Because we did craft ours. No. Chaos Resistance is kind of fun. Not the easiest to get. We're going to have to sell our stuff, because I don't think there's any waypoints. Oh, hello. Oh, can I get a couple more zombies before we start this? 1, 2, there we go. Hello, Elrion. Nice to see you. Since my thing. You need me to destroy the corrupted relics. Okay. Well, again, without minions, it might be a little bit of a pain to focus fire these, but we've got plenty of time and a good amount of damage. I'm gonna move over to this area, summon skulls right next to this relic. And excellent. There we go. Kill all of them. And complete you. And that might... I don't know if completing a mission resets his gems. We're going to have to go and take a visit to the hideout later and see... Or not his gems necessarily, but I mean his, like, what he's selling. If it resets that, then there might be some skill gems waiting for us. There you go. We got a good view of that skeletal beast. I just think they're neat. This probably just goes in a circle, but let's make sure, since I'm here. So yeah, we're just looking for a spirit. And again, I don't think there's a waypoint in here. Boom, 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 boom. Grand mana flask, we don't need that. Skulls, 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 another silver coin. That's the other thing, I keep thinking about getting the frickin' prophecies. I see lots of books. At some point we'll find a hidden... Oh, there is a waypoint in here! Right next to the quest giver. Well, how nice is that? Hello! Yep, alright, we're gonna free you. So let me go... first, I'm gonna go to the hideout. Talk to you. Nope, nothing has changed. I don't know. Let's go to town, because we are full on stuff. It's actually really handy that there's a waypoint there. Do I want to check this? You know what? Our gloves are fine. It's not like it has good sockets. Yes, what is it? Yes, what is it? And yeah, we're just going to vendor all that stuff. That ring we might keep around for later resistance crafting. That's got a shit modifier, which we could reroll with the stats and things, but no, it's fine. So yeah. Oh, and this is an entirely new type as well. Essence of Suffering. It's level 3. It's a new type. I didn't realize there were this many of them. It's 3 because it's got the 3 little notches, you see? And actually, we got another level 3 here, right? Essence of Doubt. Let's see here. There's no other doubt. Horror, contempt, greed, hatred. No, definitely a new type. Huh. That ring we're going to keep around for potential future crafting. It should be higher level than some of these others as well. That goes there. Keep things nicely organized. Oh! Drop this essence. And this is all currency. Oh yeah, silver coins. So yeah, let's get some prophecies. I don't know. Again, if there's like a better way to micromanage these things, I'm not sure. That sounds like another bad one. Just makes an area shittier.
The eagle battles the vulture.
Oh, okay.
And becomes something greater.
This is our first prophecy in this league that we've encountered that is special. This refers to the 100-foot shadow is a unique boss that's always going to be a very mini boss that is going to be right at the start of Act 4. If we defeat this boss while wielding the item called Screaming Eagle, which is a unique item that we don't have, but if we did have it and we defeated this boss, we would then get that upgraded. So Screaming Eagle, I'm betting based on its name, is probably a bow or something like that. Screaming Eagle. Oh, it's the Screaming Eagle. Oh, it's an axe. Jade Hatchet. With a built-in chance to flee, which is super duper annoying. And yeah, presumably it can be upgraded. It'll be upgraded to something called the Griffin. So the Screaming Eagle is something with like requires level 6, a very low level item. The Griffin requires level 32, so it's still not super high level. Gives you a bunch of like movement speed bonuses. Still has socketed gems are supported by level 2 chance to flee, which I don't like. As a melee character in particular, having enemies run away from you constantly is kind of shitty. I think I don't have any more coins because, yeah, we don't have the little exclamation mark, so that's fine. No inventory, good. So we're going to teleport back to the library over here. And so now what we're doing is we're going to be looking for a secret door to the archives so that we can find the 4 golden pages. It's totally optional. What the hell? Seems like a nice friendly ghost. We'll help out old Capster over there. Colossal Bone Stalkers. What's the level of the zone? Doesn't feel very high. Level 30, and I'm level 34. So yeah, again, things are okay. Feels very different when you're a hardcore character because you're so paranoid about dying that you generally, especially in the later difficulties, you generally avoid going to zones that are higher level than you. Like, it does slow down your leveling a lot. Well, I mean, this isn't a higher level zone either, but I mean, like, you really, you delay. You, like, farm some of the lower level areas a little bit more so that you're always far behind. Bringer of Bones. Oh, you probably summon skeletons. There you go, Bringer of Boners. Let's grab that. What's the... No, that's only 12 resistance. I'm going to refresh both Spectres. Ooh, big giant skeleton things. The Ancients. And this is all dead endy, right? Yep. Okay. So let's go through here. The screen's kind of twitchy. Why is that? That's weird. I wonder... Oh, do the big skeletons shake the ground when they walk? I think that's probably what's going on here. I was like, is there some sort of weird frame rate issue? No, I'm betting the big skeletons shake the ground when they walk around. Skull, skull, skull. I need zombies. Zombie it up. There we are. Chest. Nope. Chest. Nope. I mean, they're dropping loot, but it's nothing worth looking at. Trunk. Nope. Die, 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 die. Fresh zombie. The archives are relatively short. All we gotta do is find it. Lots of dudes in here. It's fine. I've got my summon Veil skeletons, but I may as well save it in case there's an essence pack. I mean, you know, if I went and spammed the Veil skeletons every time it came up, I could probably clear these things a little bit faster. But they're in such a large cooldown. I mean, it's not a real cooldown, but you have to charge it for so long by killing things that I'd rather just save it for more meaningful fights. Ah, here we go. Loose candle. Boink. And go down to the archives. Good. All right. So now we have to find the 4 golden pages. And this is not a very big map. There'll be like 1 golden page on each corner or something like this. I mean, it's not the smallest map, but it's a hell of a lot easier than navigating the library by itself. We need to get our minions back. I'm going to get another Spectre because it was quite low. Zombie it up. Drop some more skulls. Okay. Yeah, I think that's one of the other reasons you don't tend to run zombies and Spectres, just because it starts to get kind of a pain in the ass to, like, maintain all of these minions. And maybe it's better if I just right-clicked more and put out more flaming skulls, especially once they get, you know, supported properly. What is this one? Ray Spectre gem leveled up. Excellent. There's one of my things. I feel like when I used to play, there weren't these giant golden question marks on the map to point out quest items. I may be wrong. Maybe they've always been in there. Maybe they were always there, but they were a little smaller or whatever. But it feels like it's a little easier to find shit now because they show up on the map like this. Just to find our way over there. But yeah, I find, like, the archives relatively easy to navigate. You know, it's very, like, cell-based. Linked cells. It doesn't feel maze-like the same way. Let's get the golden coin and the blacksmith whetstone and the scroll of wisdom. Excellent. Grab the book stand. Golden page number 1. Okay. We do want to be a little bit meticulous with our pathfinding around because it's very easy to, like, not go into a corner and it turns out that there's a golden page over there. So, like, right there. I don't think there's any rhyme or reason as to where they put. They could end up being relatively close together or relatively spread out. I mean, with the caveat that, again, this is not a very huge map. There's another one. Excellent. Holy crap, that is a lot of cold damage. Raise another Spectre. And keep dropping skulls. That was, what's my cold resist? Oh yeah, only 29%. Say, resistances matter. Holy shit. I have over 1,000 hit points, which I think is okay at this stage of the game. Yeah, it's hard to compare. There are some builds which will end up with more health. Well, I mean, I have 800 actual life, and then the 200 spell shield, but that's effectively the same in terms of just soaking burst damage. Chaos damage passes through the life shield, and of course you can't flask up your life shield, but still. Yeah, those cold attacks. There's a reason that particular cold... I think that's called freezing pulse. There's a reason that that is actually quite a popular item for, or a spell for people to use themselves. Freezing Pulse can really stack a lot of extra damage. I'm going to take a look at this. That is interesting. Because apparently I don't need the dexterity right now. And does the item do anything else? I mean, the cast speed ain't bad. The crit I don't think affects us anyway. The percentage armor is nice, but there's no life on it. Whereas 32 life, and it's got the elemental resistance is nice. I don't really need the fire. Actually, I'm not capped on fire. I think this Demon Pendant is an upgrade. I'm going to do that. Oh, no, apparently I am short on dex after all. Really? I thought we just checked and it wasn't, but I probably changed some other things around. Okay, well, we'll keep this for later. Do I want to check out this? Yeah. We'll keep that for later, because it's definitely a decent little amulet. We need specters. Oh! You know, we're not seeing a lot of these tormented, or these cultisty, I don't know what you call them. Tormented. I guess they're all tormented, maybe. No, some are possessed. But yeah, these sort of spirits, and again, when they walk through something, you can see they leave a bit of a buff behind. The problem is, eventually, we gotta kill this fucker before he vanishes. And I don't have the same sort of focus fire that I might enjoy normally. Nope, we lost him. So we don't get his loot. Because he does drop, like... They often drop, like, at least a couple rares. They're very loot boxy, and I could have potentially worked that better, but... oh well. It was pretty clear there wasn't going to be anything here, but I figured I may as well check. Let's fireball. These guys were a little close. Not that my fireballs do that much. Not going to pick up that silken garb. Grab the Skull of Wisdom, though. That's pretty good. We're good on minions. Excellent. I mean, I could resummon a few just for higher health. Just one page left, right? So yeah, it might be over here. One corner basically left uncovered. Actually, I think it's literally the last place. Skeletons. We're still good on minions. Yep. Oh, you know what I could have done? My Veil Skeletons. I mean, again, they're not very focus fiery, but they would add, you know, some DPS in some way, so that might have helped me get the spirit in time. I gotta remember that thing. The Scholar. Oh! My first divination card of this league. Ah, look at that. So these divination cards, well, that's a pretty... I don't know if that's the most useful one. But yeah, I believe the divination cards, there's a bunch of them, and they all drop in certain zones. Like, this zone has a chance of dropping this, and this other divination card. And here, if I got 3 copies of the Scholar, I think I could sell it for 40 Scrolls of Wisdom. That doesn't seem particularly exciting. And I don't blame you for thinking that. Some of them, though, are like, trade in 5 of these and get a rare ring, or I think you can even get uniques from them. But that's probably even more unlikely to get. Okay, where the frack? Where did I miss one? Oh, over here right by the entrance. I think that's probably it, right? Everything looks to be explored? Yeah, so it must be right near the entrance, which is fine, because I gotta walk that way anyway. Okay. Around the stack of books over here. Take a right over here. Deathbow, Skeen. No, we're good. We got all my minions. Excellent. And since I'm about to leave this zone, I may as well, like, summon my skeletons here. Oh, there's a door over here. I'm like, come on, don't dead end me. There's got to be something. Boom! Veil Skeletons. There it is. You guys go and kill. Bookstand. Grab you. That's the last page. And she's... actually, it would be easier, now that I think about it, for me to simply town portal out, because she's right next to the waypoint. So let's do that. Library. And she's right over here. Hello! Or he. He. Hello. Hello, support gem. Ooh, okay. All right. All the penetration supports are good. All the ignite, burning, blasphemy support. No. Oh, none of these are ones that we need. None of these are what we need. Increased radius of curse skills. Supported curse spells are cast as auras. Wait, really? What does this mean? Does this mean you can just turn on a curse and it's always just on near you? Yeah, mana reservation 35%. So you just... I don't think that's going to be relevant to our current build, but it's actually really interesting. Because we're actually not going to... we're having an aura-centric build, not a curse-centric build. Our skulls are unlikely to start things burning, so I don't think that's going to be useful support for us. I'm tempted to grab, like, lightning penetration support for a future lightning build, although it does have a level requirement of 34, which means we can't use it anyway, and by the time we need it, we could just get it naturally from getting here. You know what? I'm going to grab this blasphemy support just because it's kind of neat and I want to remember it. Because none of these help our build. That is really disappointing. Skill effect duration, more damage over time. So if you've got a spell that does damage over time, it won't last as long, but it'll do more damage overall. I don't think we're planning anything like that. I'm just going to blasphemy, even though I don't think anyone ever runs blasphemy type stuff. It's just kind of cool. Yeah, I don't think any of this matters, and stressing about it is dumb. All right, let's pop back to the Imperial Gardens. And we're still looking for the Hedge Mage, which isn't even represented on the map, which is kind of funny. And we've been gone long enough that this is reset, which is arguably a little bit annoying because we don't know where we're going to go, but that's all right. It also reset any skeleton progress we might have had left over on this map here. Do this, get a zombie out of you. Skull, 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 skull. Yeah, come at me, bro. Weeping Essence of Rage. Hello. You know, I just realized the, no, claim these essences, Essence of Rage. Had we not before? That's got a lot of links, but I don't think there's any point in us grabbing it to craft or anything like that. There's the Hedge Maze! Excellent! Lovely! So yeah, it wasn't even represented on our map overall. Even now, it still shows me as being in the Imperial Garden. So yes, there is a Trial of Ascendancy in this area. And somewhere in here, there's also a plum we have to get. Skull, 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 skull. Whetstone, good. Yeah, these guys are annoying. They keep popping out of the ground. Orb of Transmutation, though. That's a nice pickup. Thank you very much. And another essence over here. Hello, next level. Let's get that right away because it will actually not do much. Because I just realized this is going to be the minions' leech damage. So they're going to heal themselves slightly, but it's not terribly relevant. Let's get our zombie count back up here. Good. And a few more skulls. And pop this. And then pull back a little bit. And then skull some more. These are fun. I suspect on higher difficulties, these are actually going to be really dangerous. The idea of spawning a rare right next to you is terrifying on higher difficulties because they can go and obliterate you quite quickly. You could easily find yourself surrounded. Oh, this is going to kill all my zombies here. You could easily find yourself surrounded and unable to... Oops. That's a bit annoying there. And unable to run away while there's someone really dangerous beating on you. So yeah, that's going to obliterate my zombies pretty fast. So these things do a surprising amount of damage. Oh, this was a really short one. Holy shit. Yeah, so we have to go back to the Chamber of Sins at some point, but that's okay. We can do that. It doesn't stop the traps, really? But it does open a portal. Thank you. Okay. Oh yeah, these new deals, they poison you. They slow you down, which make it harder for you to dodge more stuff, especially if you're also fighting at the same time. And they poison you over time. Oh, I was going to say, how do I get there? This way. Also, let's go and get some more critters. Hello. Oh, what just leveled up? Flesh Offering. Yeah, which I'm not using very often. Dream Mace, no. Let's not worry about it. So all I'm looking for is the plum, which actually might be up here. Oh, god damn it. There's another one of those dudes. Do I have... Yes, I do. Let's get up close. Drop my skill. Did he just poof out already? He must have actually been awake for a surprisingly long time. A deceptively long time. Or maybe I killed him. No, I don't think so. Well, we got a fair amount of loot over here. You know what? While my skeletons are still up, let's go and trigger you. No, I think my skeletons just went away. That's alright. Let's get another Spectre. Let's raise some zombies before these guys keep eating things. Critical damage support. It's critical damage support, right? Not critical chance? Yeah. Yeah, so this is not my spells crit more. They do more damage when they crit, which, again, isn't really relevant to my build at all. Wolf Pet is a helmet, but yeah, it's the wrong kind of helmet. It's not going to be good for us. Let's do this. Let's grab that plum. Boom. And I think we're good here. I don't think there's anything else for me in this zone. So let's portal. We'll go to the docks, turn in the quest. Then we can go back to the scepter and finish that. Which one's the docks? Over here? No. Here. Hold on. There it is. And this will be right next to Fairgraves. Let's just teleport down. Whoomp. Hello. Thank you. Good. And you will give me you're going to give me a life ring. Thank you. So not the most critical quest, since it doesn't give you a skill point. And there's a good chance that this ring will not be useful, but I don't know, it might be. Clear you guys out. Let's res Spectre, zombie. Excellent, and let's get the hell out of here. And go to the Scepter of God. We'll take a look at that ring, too. Boom. Increase cast speed. Lots of life on this. And energy shield. Ooh. Now, I like my resistances. Now, both of these give me lightning resist. That gives me life. This one doesn't give me life. I'm going to do that. Takes down my resistances a little bit, but is going to give me a lot more hit points. It was like at 800. Yeah, so basically turned into about 100 hit points with all my modifiers kicking in here. So that's great. All right, so what we're doing here is we are going to be ascending this and trying to get to the final boss of this act. Actually, I suppose this might be a great place to put in a cut. So let's go ahead and do that. And next episode, most likely, we will finish Act 3. Thanks for watching, folks. See you next time.